y'all, Stacy here. It's been 2 weeks and I think I have a sufficient amount of vendor wax empties to go ahead and share with you. I've gotten through some Teddy Bees, Rose Girls, Second and Spruce, and the Candle Nurse. As a quick reminder, when I'm talking about melting these, I do use mostly 25 watt and up Scentsy Warmers as I am a Scentsy consultant. My warmers are on for about 15 hours a day. I would really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so we can stay in touch. I feel like I had pretty great luck with all of my vendor wax this week. I'm going to start with the Second and Spruce that I got through, which is just one clamshell. And this is a little bit of an atypical Second and Spruce melt for me. This is burlesque and it's tart cherry, saffron, soft orchid, woody smoke, vanilla embers, and oud. I enjoyed this. I got 3 melts out of it in my bedroom. It's atypical for me because this is definitely a perfumey leaning scent. The smoked vanilla embers and the oud really do provide the kind of coziness that I love. But there is no denying that this is a perfumey bar. So it did take me a while to get through it because I just don't gravitate to them. But when I do, I enjoy it. Performance was great here. I always got at least 8 hours, I feel like, in my bedroom. And I really wouldn't want more than that from this scent. I say this is atypical for me because I tend to gravitate towards Second and Spruce's bakery, woody notes, and tea scents, but this was a really great one, a nice, cozy, perfumey scent. My single Teddy Bees empty is very much in my wheelhouse of preferred scents. This is one of my favorite Teddy Bees scents, and I don't know that it has ever made my favorites lists of scents, like when I've done those rosters. But to me, Salem is just a gorgeous fragrance. I was able to melt this in my open concept and in my closed concept living. I did kind of a whole house melt with this, and it was so beautiful. It never lets me down, and I did get into the second day with this. To me, this does smell just like a almost like a mantle that has been soaked in the best, most delicious cider in the world. I know that doesn't sound like it smells amazing, but I promise it is like cozy. It feels so warm and beautiful. At least to me, it is beloved in my home and it is one of my favorite comfort scents. It's gala apples, Fraser fir, figs, mahogany, and cedarwood. And that was poured in 2023. Still performing great. This is one of 2 from the Candle Nurse that I finished in this past 2 weeks. And this one is Come On Sammy. It's smoked vanilla embers, sandalwood, cedarwood, leather, rich amber, palo santo, and creamy vanilla. Now, this is not the first time that I've melted this. In my office, I would use 2 or 3 shapes. 6 shapes come in the bag, and I did use all 6 of these shapes in my open concept vaulted ceiling living room because I wanted it in that space. For me, this is a scent that is worth it. It's beautiful, and I think it's a wonderful one to have when you have company coming over. I know this is going to sound a little crazy given notes like leather and cedarwood and vanilla embers, but to me, this is a palate cleansing bar. It's elegant and elevated. You pick up all the notes, but they are subdued and subtle in a way that still throws beautifully in the air and provides warmth. I love having it as a complement in my rotation, so that's one I would pick up again. Now, Purple Pillow Palace is one that I know is very popular. It is a more herbaceous leaning lavender than I tend to gravitate towards. It does have Beach After Dark, which I feel like is her Beach Nights blend, lavender marshmallows, iced vanilla woods type, and sweet lavender. To me, even though this list was sweet lavender, it is a more herbal leaning lavender. I get outstanding throw from this, and I do think it's a beautiful lavender scent. I used this in my office and then also in my bedroom, and I was only needing to use 1 or 2 shades in those spaces. And this is really beautiful. The longer that I have melted this, the more I have fallen in love with it. And I do think I plan to pick up some more, but I will pick it up sparingly just because it's a Beach Nights blend to my nose. And I have to be careful because I love Beach Nights. I don't want to go nose blind to Beach Nights. So I'm trying to pare back those. Now, this is the winner of the week to me. This is Tenacious Toadette, and I love Rose Girl's Mario pre-order, and this is one of the ones that was available. I either love or hate cherry cola scents or root beer scents or cola scents or ginger ale scents. Like any of those notes can go very wrong to my nose or they can go very right. And this is a very, very right cherry cola scent. It has cherry cola, sugar plum punch, and cotton candy frosting. This was such an outstanding, fun, vibrant, playful performer in my home. We were having a busy, hard, long week, and I popped it in even though I wanted to save it. I really wanted to save this for closer into the summer, but I decided I was wanting to melt it, and I'm trying to melt things that I love, like not just wait for the right time, but just go ahead and melt the things that I love, even though it may mean that I won't have them at their peak time or whatever. I know that sounds silly, but it's just something that I have to talk myself through. I put this one in and I was so worried that it was going to be either just a one day performer and we were going to be so busy that we would miss it. But this thing went for like 22 maybe hours for me. So I got 6 hours into the next day. The best way I can describe it is to say it was a beautiful counterpoint to the busyness that we had. It was uplifting, fun, and playful. I would love to hear from you in the comments below what your favorite melt of the week was. Thank you so much for watching.